Amen. Okay. What's up, son? So I'm headed to, once I pick up this load in Indiana, I'm headed to Texas. Headed to Vernon, which I think is somewhere near Wichita Falls, I think. I'll look it up. And then I gotta go get a washout. I'm here still in Joliet. And I gotta pick up some fuel. I'm at this pilot. I think this must be a very new pilot. Waiting to see if anybody else comes in. I am butt tired. Well, I rested some. I got me shocked. Man, I was going on day 5 with no shower. I was doing alcohol rub downs. Yeah, here, I'll turn around. You can see it. Hold on. And then across the street is some other, let me put my glasses on. Food Fuel, that's another, it's a 66 truck stop. And they got a little truck stop over there too, called Food Fuel, whatever. But yeah, it's not that big, but it's clean. They only got 4 showers, but I couldn't find a pilot in the area I was at near that Jewel with with the laundry, and I was down to 1 pair of drawers. I'm keeping it REAL. Yeah, I'm so good. I'm so ready to get back to Texas and to handle what I'm handling. Hey, Trucking Trips and Reefer, what's up? I'm waiting for a few more people to come in, and we're gonna do story time of what would y'all do. Now I already know what I'm doing, but I figured I'll leave it to y'all telling me that. My face is shiny when I sit back like that. Let's change it. Oh, there's a U.S. Express terminal over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm right here. I drove from Franklin Park, whatever it's called, that Jewel. It was about 38 miles. I first went to a Walmart. I had to find a Walmart. I found a Walmart in what's the name of that street? Hold on. Let's see where that Walmart was. Cicero was on Cicero Avenue, and they got where you can park trucks. There were 2. I think that one was like 7050 South Cicero in Bedford Park. And so there was one that was like 30 or something, but I would have had to go through shenanigans to park. So I was like, nah. And then I found that when I did a satellite view, and I went to that Walmart, and I should have got me another duffel bag. But since I'm going to Texas, I'm going to Indiana. I'm gonna see some more Walmarts. So I'm hoping all they getting this rain here today, because I'm heading out. I'm supposed to be in Logansport, Indiana by between 8:30 and 22:30. So I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna head out of here in about not an hour. I'm gonna head out of here in a little bit. I think I'm gonna wait till about 4. Because I'm figuring I got to get through part of Chicago to go to Indiana. And I got to go to Gary and fuel. So I'm going to fuel in Gary. I got to find a Blue Beacon. I was going to try to find a Blue Beacon. There is a washout they told us about this 24 hours, I guess, near where I'm going. So if necessary, I'll go there. But, yeah. The kid is done. I'm going to go up here and fuel. I need about 50 gallons. And then they couldn't fuel me here, but I always have like an emergency 50 gallons. So I'll be using that. Because I've been here for 2 days, and the truck idled off and on, and it ate through some of my fuel, because I had about just under a half a tank when I got here. Who all done come in? Where you at, Trucking Trips and Reefer? Where you at? If you're still in here, where you at? Yeah, I want to get in and head on down, and I need to get into Lubbock. Hey, she brings fuel tank princess. What's up, baby? I ain't started the story yet. How you doing? I'm gonna start the story. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. Oh, you at home? Okay. Trucking Trips Reefer, where's home at? You probably told me, but sometimes I forget. Where's home? What state? She-Bring, are you on the road right now? Are you where you at in the country? What's your 20? Okay, he fat walking across that yard like I was yesterday, y'all. I had to take the laundry over here to Pilot. I gotta lose weight. I stopped about 3 times to catch my damn breath. Okay, Fayetteville, Georgia. Oh, you local? Oh, okay. I'm jealous. Okay. Shit, I might be local here soon too. I got story time for y'all. Well, I'm going to start the story. Let's see. Somebody else done come in. All right, so I'm going to start story time. As y'all know, I've come to a company and the story is about me and I want to know what you do. I already know what I'm doing. I'm just going to throw it out there for y'all and I'm going to tell y'all in a couple days what I'm doing. I'll tell y'all probably next week what I'm doing. So let me tell y'all the story. So I got here to this company and it's lease purchase. First of all, I hate the International. I mean, the running of it, it runs fine. So to get the job done, The turning radius is almost like a Volvo. Only truck I know better on the turning radius is a Volvo. Okay. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, pretty area. So this is story time. So whoever come in, y'all have to rewind. So I got here and this owner, they only offered owner op, lease purchase ops for people coming out of Texas. Heard a lot of good things about the company, and I had somebody who knew somebody here who referred me in. So went with what he said, but he is a company driver for this company, and he's dedicated, and he's up near their headquarters in Iowa. Okay. So we come in, lease purchase. Everybody in there out of Texas that was in my class was all lease purchase. One guy who came in, he thought, they told him to come all the way to Denton. He was from like Georgia area, and they had a terminal in Georgia. And they told him, if the Georgia terminal, they ain't going to have no new trucks. And they also ain't going to have no KWs. So he came all the way to Denton, Texas. He was hot because he was with TWA, whatever name that name. It was one of them Transams. He was hot. Y'all can see I got to cut the hair because when I get back home, I didn't bring no clippers. I had to go buy me a set of clippers. So got here with the company. Ain't been here long. Y'all have no idea. It's already been drama. So I told y'all that if y'all watch these other videos, I talked about red flags when I talked about Larry Smith's story. Okay. So when you get red flags, when the red flags start going up, when you get about 3 of those, then it's time to reevaluate. I had 3 or more. Okay. So when it came in, they told us we're going to get $1,000 sign-on bonus. Hey, Sonia, I'm telling the story. I just started the story. Welcome. How you doing, baby? So when we came in, lease purchase, it's a 2019 truck. But y'all, before I leave, I'm going to film some of the stuff. I got a port up here where you plug in the USB. When you pull it out, the whole port comes out the dash. No lie. The little desk back there, I showed y'all in another video. When you pull it out, the whole railing is coming off. International's piece of shit. The top cabinet over here, it barely stayed latched. Almost got slam it latched. And the top magnet, they never even attached. It's still attached to the other part that it magnetizes to. They never even screwed in. The bunk underneath is made of plyboard. I ain't lying to you. International is wrong. And the sound system, it sounds like some tin cans up here that broke loose. And if you turn it up, usually like in a Freightliner, in a Volvo, in a K-Dub, you be bumping, rolling down the road as a truck driver. Because what do? We listen to music, talk radio. Sorry about that, y'all. I got messages coming. And y'all can hear me okay, I take it. Ain't nobody complaining about hearing me. So, oh, man, hold on, y'all. I get stock alerts. So, these ninjas with International, don't get no International truck. This shit is cheap. So what they did now, see, when I drove International back in 2010, 11, they had stuff falling apart in the engine. So now they put a Cummins engine in there with decent. And the turning radius is good, but everything on the inside is still cheap as hell. They wrong. And I don't know where they got the sound system from. It sounds like some tin cans breaking loose. You have some of the best singers like Mariah Carey. You be like, who the hell is that? And don't let the bass go up. If the bass goes up, the whole damn sound system cuts out. His piece of shit. His piece of shit. Now, after all of that and running, they told you get about 1,100, 1,500 on the low end, but you get on the higher end, 2,000 or more. Now, when we came in, me and one of the Mexican guys in the class, we got the same driver manager. Okay. Right off, he ain't like her. He didn't like her. I was like, well, she okay? Because I don't know her. I could tell she was a sister, and she's up in Iowa. So that's already kind of an issue for her. I'm just saying. So, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Being a black woman, being somebody who's been in corporate America, I'm from Arizona. We don't have a huge black population there, but Iowa damn sure is probably less than Arizona. So I already know what she's dealing with. So I already know what she's working with. Okay? I already know that her situation, I'm sorry, y'all might hear me over the truck engine. I already know what she's working with. I already know that her situation is going to be special up in that office. Okay? They had told us that she was new, that she'd only been with the company for about 6 months. All right. Now, I'm going to get to her in a minute because that is one of the red flags, but we're going to get to that. So when we came here, most companies that have owner ops, even my old starter company, you don't have cameras, and they don't have even outside facing cameras in the truck. These folks got inward and outward facing cameras. Not a fan of the inward facing camera. Not a fan. And as an owner op, I'm thinking that's a lot of control for an owner op. Lease purchase owner op. And the $760 a week. Why are you all up in the cab? My old company, which was a starter company, they actually cut off the internal camera. Do you have inward facing cameras? Because he wasn't going to a company to have them. He said, I might want to scratch my nuts. I don't want you watching me. I understand. I get it. Because it's eerie. It's just weird. So I'm like, okay. All right, Chuck and Chips the Reefer. I sat and I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and put up with this because the money here, their money is good. They got a sliding scale. And their sliding scale is, depending on the miles you drive, you can make anywhere from $1 a mile up to almost $3, something like that. That's almost $3 a mile, just under $3 a mile. So if you're going to pick up a load and it's under 300, let's say it's under 300 miles, that's $3 a mile. Okay, so 100 miles like $300. Okay, that's not bad. And then when you get over 1,800 miles, that's when you get into $1 a mile. So the scale on which they base it, and you say, well, you get the money I can put up with your shit with the camera on the inside for that kind of dollars. It gets better. So when we got out to okay, so red flag 1 was the camera inside. That was number 1. Red flag number 2, sorry ass international trucks. Red flag number 3 was when they did the bonus. They were supposed to give us $1,000, $500 when we said in the $500 for orientation, $500 we said I asked in the truck. What these ninjas did was they turned around and they gave us $400 cash. You guys did great, and we want to give out. It's supposed to be $500, and then we get another $500 after we complete our first load, $1,000. Well, the $100 gift card and the $400 equals $500. That's your $500. Red flag. Okay, y'all playing trucking game. We got in the truck. I got introduced to the driver manager. In my conversation with this lady, she said, Shannon, I told her who I am. She told me who she was, gave me her cell phone number, yada, yada, yada. I don't use my cell phone if it's emergency or if I'm working from home, you can call me on that. Like, no problem. She said, I mainly use the email. I said, not a problem. That works for me because I don't like to be on the phone with y'all a lot. First day, I think that woman called me 7 times on my first load. Then they sent me a pre-plan. She called me about 7 to 10 more times on that. Every load she sent me, I'm talking to that woman about 10 times to play games because I was waiting for everything to clear. I put the picture up. Then they're going to send me a load that's equidistant to where the load I was on that I was holding on was going to drop off because I'm waiting for things to clear. I got a whiteout. You can't see. I'm sitting at a load. You can't even see the building that's directly across the street because there's so much snow coming down. Then they're going to show me, well, you need to roll right now. In inclement weather, and I'm just told you I'm holding for it. Crazy as hell. Story time. So me and her, we had to have a come to Jesus meeting, and I had to check her. One, you don't tell me where to roll, especially in inclement weather. Two, I'm a pre-trip this truck. Three, if I tell you something's going on, then you won't believe that. Red flag number 2, telling you to drive in inclement weather. Okay? Now let's get down to the rest of the story, where it really gets interesting. So, I actually did go off on her. I had to go straight off on her twice in one day. So the second time, I was going to get the anti-gel at the place where the Inclemore anti-gel, so it wouldn't gel up. For both your shit and this shit, right? Sister girl, I left my phone in the truck charging. I go inside, get the anti-gel, come back out to the truck. I got all these, she rang and then she called again, and I picked her phone. Shit, is something wrong with your phone? Yeah, you calling too damn much. And that's exactly what I told her. Well, you haven't moved. You're right, I haven't moved, because I'm in here. I had to check her. I did. Story time, y'all. Crazy as hell. So, I requested to be off her fleet. We'll talk about that in a minute. That was Friday. Then she gave me another load. She didn't call me on that one. And I called her back and I said, look, because I did cuss at her. I said, look, I'm apologizing for cussing at you. But that's not the motoring public. If I sense, and I sent her pictures, because I take pictures and stuff. Okay? I said, if I tell you something, you don't tell me to roll. I understand you have numbers and metrics you might have to meet. I understand you probably are in a very unique situation in Iowa. Sister. Because I know she's a sister. I can tell by the phone call. I said, I understand. It's unique. I worked in corporate America in unique situations. But this out here is dangerous if it's handled the wrong way. And there's a reason I have no accidents on my record. And I'm not trying to start today behind y'all and your stuff. If that's a problem for you, you can direct this truck back to Denton, Texas. I clean it up and get my shit off. Because there is a 200,000 driver shortage in America. And I'm hireable. I'm just saying. Okay? It gets better. So at this point, I go ahead and I'm still sticking with her because leaving her fleet, I don't want to make her look bad because she's a sister. I'm trying. I know it's hard. I know it's hard for us. Okay? Especially probably in Iowa. I'm just saying. So I get to my destination yesterday. It was yesterday. Yep. Yesterday. Monday. This old girl, I see because I'm down when I stop to deliver, I have 1 hour and 34 minutes on my 70-hour clock. That's it. 1 hour and 34 minutes. I'm going on day number four or 5 at that point with no physical shower because where I had stopped was either rest areas. I'm up on the East Coast, the port. I'm doing alcohol wipe downs, y'all. And y'all, I have to have a shower. It's bad. I can't. It's obnoxious. So, at this point, I get to the customer, the consignee deliver. They remember me back from when I was trading for my old company because I've been there before, and they were like really cool. And I sent a message telling them I would do a 34-hour reset. This sister goes and sends me a pre-plan to pick up same day. I respond back, declining the pre-plan. I'm doing a 34-hour reset. Once I send my empty call, I think she's in her feelings. Once I send my empty call, this sister gonna end up calling me. 3 times I'm driving through the Chicago area, I ain't answer the phone because I was done talking to her. Actually, let me rephrase. By this time, because of the behavior, I'd already started asking. I called somebody to reach out to get a whole new driver manager. because her behavior was so bizarre. And she wasn't even responding to my messages on the Qualcomm, so I knew she was in her feelings. So I was like, oh, okay, you in your feelings. I'm gonna say this real quick. See, men, y'all, this is one thing I'll give y'all some credit on. And women, I want the females to watch me. I want you to hear me, because we got to get this attitude. And it's a male attitude. It's a good attitude. Men can work together and be pissed off if they could hate each other on the same damn team. But the goal of that game is to win that damn game. You can best believe them men gonna work together and get the game won. Sisters, we ain't like that. We get all catty and shit, and we get in our feelings. And goal done. Females, not so much so. Then you just gonna be a B, and I'm not gonna help her. I'm not gonna. Okay. A phone call. They say I know her fleet manager. I hate to go there, but we had to go there. We just had to go there. But this gets good. So, like I said, y'all tell me what you gonna do. I already know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna have some news for y'all next week. I already know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna see what y'all gonna do with this story. So I reached out to the recruiter, because the recruiter told me she used to be the guy who recruited me and has built the company 2 years to be a director of operations for the driver manager. So she told me, if you have any problem, Shannon, you call me, let me know, and I'll reach out and I'll get you taken care of. She said, because I hired the guy who referred you in. I'm like, okay. And based on your record, we'll work with you. I'm like, okay. So, because no accidents, for instance, 5 years, that's good. I mean, I'm not saying that's great, but it's just damn good. Knock on wood. So, God, and thank you, God, watching over me. I ended up talking to her, and then I had to call her back because old girl started calling my phone and had the nerve to leave a message. And the message said, Shannon, you can't take your 34-hour reset. You still have an hour and 34 minutes on your clock. You're crazy as hell. I said, if I tell you I'm taking 34-hour reset, we're taking a 34-hour reset. I don't care if you company. Trucker Bill, I called him. Bill went straight off. He said, call the safety department. I said, I'm not going through all that. I'm going to make some other moves. I'm not going through that because I already got a feeling that this is how they run. Because that's not an attitude that just comes overnight. That's the attitude in which they run under. And they probably have drivers who do that. I'm not the one. He did for me from the recruiter. Jazzy's boss did not call until after Jazzy made those 3 calls to me and left that voicemail, which I've sent a couple people who know me on here, so they can hear me. Because if I told you, sometimes people won't believe me until I play it for them. She had the nerve to actually leave a voicemail telling me I can't take your 34-hour reset. Bill started quoting me out of the Green Book, the code, at which he talks about hours of service. And he's like, you call the safety. I'm not going to call the safety department on that one. I'm not. If that's how they run, that's how they run. Okay? That's how they run. Backup plan. So her boss tried to call, but he didn't even leave a voicemail, which is tacky. And I'm sure his instructions to her were to leave that message. I'm almost positive after I talked to him. So what I did, I sent a little message on the Qualcomm telling them I need to get back to Lubbock to check on some things with Grumpy Smurf, Pops. And they need to get me to Denton, Texas. Y'all follow that bouncing ball on what I'm telling you. Okay? Give me to Denton. I'll get to Lubbock. Y'all go ahead and get me back to y'all terminal in Denton, Texas. Yeah, I need to check on my dad. Yes, I do. When I end up sitting that, the next morning, all of a sudden, her boss calls me. Hi, Shannon, let's call him Mr. E. This is E. I'm like, okay, Mr. E. He goes, understand there's some issues. And I said, well, those issues are really kind of irrelevant now. I just need to get back to Denton, Texas to check on my father. He's like, well, no, I want to know what's going on. I said, well, I'm telling you what's going on. You get to Denton, Texas to check on my dad. So I know sometimes operationally, I said, well, operationally, this truck is not moving until it's heading west towards Denton, Texas. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying we're not going to work with you. I said, oh, I know you're going to work with me. And I And he's like, well, I just want to know what's going on. Well, sure, I can tell you what's going on. What's going on is, I said, is this, and this. I asked to reach out because me and Jazzy J ain't working. And I was asking for a different driver manager. I understood that you were supposed to be trying to reach me yesterday. I never received a voicemail from you. Now, I can tell you he called because I see a number from Iowa that called. You damn Skippy, she bring. You damn Skippy. And there's a reason I asked for that, because you got to see how they run their business, and that tells you what you need to know, that you don't lock yourself into something crazy. So at this point, I talked to him. He's like, well, what's going on? And I told him, he says, well, we can, operational. I said, okay. I said, well, first issue, he says, well, can you tell me what's going on with Jazzy? And I said, well, when we first talked, we both agreed that the Qualcomm or PeopleNet, whatever, Qualcomm is what they're going to mainly use. I said, if you look at my call logs, I'm on the phone with that woman anywhere from 7 to 10 times in a day, behind plans, pre-plans, questions. I said, I can't. I said, I can't. I said, I'm pulling over the side to find parking so I can talk to her and look at the plans. Well, we want an immediate response. I said, immediate? I said, I was sitting in the parking lot and the pre-plan came across. I hadn't even clicked the pre-plan yet when I first saw it. Kept sitting right here looking at it. And she on the phone. I said, then you called me 10, 20 times about it. I can't. I said, that's too micromanaging for me. I got to negotiate enough stuff than to have you in my ear. In best case, I'm going to work in a call center. I don't need you driving the truck. So he goes, well, most drivers, they said, they want communication. I said, is not PeopleNet a communication device? Then communicate through it. That's what y'all pay for it for. Shouldn't it? So that already told me he micromanaged you just like her. That's what you usually what you report up to. That's how you manage. So then he says, well, can you give me an example? I said, well, I'm going to give you an example today. I said, as a driver, I manage my logs. My logs told me I had 1 hour and 34 minutes once I dropped off at the customer. I said, I sent a message to her first thing this morning telling her I was going to do a 34-hour reset. This ninja told me, well, we need more advance notice than that. I said, sir, I'm not doing home time. I'm doing a 34-hour reset. Well, we plan out. I said, sir, when the hours, you see the hours. I said, he's like, well, some people like us to roll hours. Other drivers, they like us. I said, I'm not other drivers. My name is Shannon. My number is not Jane Bob, Jim Bob, Susan. It's none of those. It's Shannon. And Shannon wants a 34-hour reset. And I'm telling you, I'm taking it. We just want advanced. Do you see the hours on there on your end? It's an electronic log. The whole conversation was what other drivers. I'm like, okay, so I'm reading between the lines. What that tells me is we like drivers who run their shit into the ground. We like drivers who will drive in crazy ass weather. Crazy as hell. Anywho, I simply told him, I said, well, that's interesting. I said, well, I'll keep that in the future. Well, I'm figuring you and Jazzy can, no, me and Jazzy can't work it out. I told you it's not a fit. Well, she an iPhone. You don't pay for the service. You feel me, Truck and Trips Reefer? That's when you just like, you trying to make me somebody else. I'm not somebody else, I'm me. Everybody is individual. What one driver likes is not what another driver likes. I'm 50 years old. I'm not 20. A 20-year-old kid, he want to recap his hours over and over. You do that. I had to tell this man, I said, look, let me explain something to you. Hey, Shayla, that's all right. You might have to play it back. I done told the story, but welcome. Good to see you. I'm taking it. It's not a if, and, questions, or but. If I'm down on hours, I'm taking a 35 reset. Y'all work that out. We ain't got to worry about it because the last 35 reset I'm going to tell them about. Y'all will find out next week why. Crazy as hell. $760 a week, and I've got a headache. Crazy as hell. I told him, I said, I told him, I said, oh, not a problem. I said, I just need to get back to Lubbock. Y'all know what I'm doing, right? Y'all tell me what y'all would do, but I'm telling you the story. I always got a backup plan. I got my backup. Thank you, JJ Gaming. I got my backup plan. And I told him, get me back to Lubbock. You know, get me back to, well, not Lubbock, but to Denton. So they finally, they got me when Tom got for call, he had a load going into Lubbock, which is where my dad is at. They ended up having to cancel that because something was wrong with the second. So they got me a load into Lubbock, and then that got canceled. It was a chicken load because something was going on with the second stop. But they do have me a load going down into Vernon. So I'm going to Indiana right now, pick this load up tonight, and I'm heading down to Vernon, Texas. These ninjas, and I'm going to call them ninjas, they're crazy as hell. These ninjas had the nerve to get up here and trying to compare me with other drivers and talking about this 34 and what other. No, I don't play that game. Oh yeah, y'all, if y'all on here, give me thumbs up, like, subscribe. If y'all ain't subscribed, please do that. Thank you for whoever gave me thumbs up. These ninjas got out here and got the nose, maybe the wrong verbiage. I'm gonna take a 35 reset when I have to take it. The other companies I've already talked to, I told them, I said, y'all got a problem with 35 resets? Trucker Bill was like, that's illegal. I was like, I already know what it is, Bill. Any company that's trying to force you to recap, you can tell it's your law. If you want to recap, you recap. If not, you tell them, hey, I'm gonna do a reset. There's a lot of reasons for a reset. And what I told this man, I said, look, I don't owe you this explanation, but I want you to understand my humanity in this truck. Hey, I haven't had a shower in 4 days. I'm going on day 5. I've been up here alcohol because of where I was at. I'm going picking up your loads. B, I'm down to my last set of underwear. I don't owe you that. But when I tell you I want a 34-hour reset, trust me, I want a personal 34-hour reset. There's a reason they have it for drivers. One, because you just worked a whole entire 70-hour week. They would truly prefer you reset, relax, than to go through this other drama. Crazy as hell. Crazy. But it's okay. Do you? $760 a week for a truck? And I'm putting up with shenanigans? No. No. Y'all already done shenanigans with the whole, we're gonna give you $1,000, you give me $100 gift card to give you $100 of your money back in your store. So now I had to go to that store and get some shit before the next week. Clean up stuff before next week. You feel me? It's done. And it's sad because these are the type of games you play that unfortunately, you know, and then you wonder why you have some of the major accidents out here and why you have such a shortage. People get sick of it. I want to play these games. Right now, it got me want to go to Greyhound. Get your ass on the back of that bus and sit down and shut up. I'm like, what in the... Until I deal with the people up in the offices. I'm just like, what in the hell is wrong with y'all? And all the games, Miss Tasha, you laughing? Wait till you hear the beginning of the story. Sister girl to me, I ain't talked to her. Jazzy J, me and Jazzy, we done. I was done talking to her. She's in her feelings. You're going to be in your feelings, mama. I'm good. But I have already solidified some stuff. But y'all be seeing Grumpy Smurf hopefully next week. Well, I know next week because I'm going to be in Texas Friday. I'll be in Texas Friday. Yeah, Friday morning. So y'all see Grumpy Smurf next week. I may have my cousin come pick me up from Denton. Or I might be greyhounding out back to Lubbock. But I got some other stuff. So we'll talk. I ain't said too much to him yet, but it's coming. But I got to clean up everything. And I'm happy that it can be Arizona because I had other shit on here that I didn't want to have to haul off of here. And it's sad. It's really sad. But that's why a lot of people don't get locked into stuff until you know how a company is. That's one of the reasons. So one of my big tips for y'all who want to go lease purchase, if you don't know how a company runs, make sure it's a walk-away lease. Have bibliophile on board. Make sure it's a walk-away lease. if you don't know how a company runs. And the reason for that is if they start doing shady shenanigans or they crazy as hell, you can walk away without a whole bunch of drama. I'm just saying. Not saying that's what I'm doing. Not saying that's not what I'm doing. But y'all tell me what y'all day was cool. Straight business. I was like, man, you gonna get along fine. I ain't gotta be your best friend. You just gotta, we just gotta have a smooth relationship and don't be blowing up this damn phone. We straight. He was trying to get me fuel at this pilot, and for whatever reason, this pilot wasn't coming up in their system. But I can go ahead and we have a 50 gallons of emergency fuel because I've been here for a minute, so I'm now in the E category, so I'm getting ready to go in here and get some fuel, and then I'm gonna head out of here and go pick this load up. So, yeah, I gotta stop in Gary and get some fuel. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hit some of the rush hour, but I'm gonna leave out of here. Shy, if you still in here, I'm in Joliet. I think that should be good. I'm gonna leave out 4 hours early because I had traffic coming in. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just outside of Chicago, Miss Tasha. I'm sorry, I forgot you here. I was in Franklin Park. I delivered to that Jewel, and right now I'm at the Pilot in Joliet. Because I couldn't find a Pilot in that area up there near the Jewel that had laundry, and I need to tell you I need a 34-hour reset to go wash my clothes. I said I'm down to 1 pair of underwear. I said I shouldn't have to tell you that. I should be able to tell you I'm taking 34-hour reset, and that should be respected. I've used up my entire 70-hour week. I don't care that other drivers don't want to recap. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. That's not what I want to do. My name is Shannon, not other driver. You know, and that told me, kept saying other driver. I'm like, that told me everything I need to know. Well, it's early in the game to switch. Yeah, be your next move. I already know what my next move is, and I've. But what would be your next move based on my story? For those of you who jumped in. And shout out to JJ because JJ helped me with my next move. Shit. You playing. Y'all playing with the right one. So tell me what your next. Although my last company, they gave me a really good review. I had another company look at my deck, and I guess my last company, they gave me a good review. She said, I ain't going back to that reefer division, but they better not say the hell no. And I'm not going back to them at all. I'll be driving Greyhound first. I'll be bullied. So, based on the story, based on the drama, what would y'all, you give them the peak, Shayna? Yeah. We on the same page. We on the same page. We on the same page. I told y'all I always have a backup plan. Miss Tasha, you gotta go back to the beginning of the story and you'll understand. These ninjas, they crazy as hell. All right, that's, yeah. All right, Shayna, me and you on the same page. We on the same page. Yeah. It told me, when I talk to you and you keep telling, I'm a read between the line kind of person. And what that tells me is you want other drivers to recap. You want other drivers. You want the driver. If that's the kind of driver you're looking for, then that's not me. You ain't hurt my feelings. Thank you, Shayna. Yeah, you ain't hurt my feelings. Okay, y'all, I ate and I done messed up my shirt already. I washed this shirt yesterday. I made myself some vegan tostadas, y'all. Yes, I did. And a vegan burrito. I did it with black bean, jalapeno hummus. I got that some broccoli mix, like shredded broccoli mix or whatever. I did that. Chopped up some sweet bell pepper on there, a little bit of cucumber, and then I did some pico de gallo and some hot sauce. It was good as hell, y'all. I tell you, as long as it's good, I can eat. I don't care if it's vegan or not. As long as it's good food, I eat it. TG. Yeah, okay, you know I'm old. What's WTG? People don't I'll help you out. Somebody tell me what WTG means. Or when you mean WTF, I know what WTF means. Woo! A way to go. Yeah. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, I did that. It was actually pretty good. So I'm gonna try to do a little more things. Well, I don't have a microwave on here, so I do sandwiches sometimes, but they were supposed to be getting back to Arizona, and they ain't done that. And I'm happy they didn't. I'm like, oh, that way, and I'm having to fight with you about stuff. No. And then you up there, like, I'm good. And you watching me too? I'm good. I'm so good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's too much money going out the door, and it's not. Yes, you can make good money, but if I'm already taking on most of the ownership, so you running it like you running your owner ops like you running a company driver, and even a company driver should have the right to tell you when to take it, that you're taking 34. Yep, I got a camera facing the cab. Hold on. That right there is the inward facing camera. On the other side is the outward facing camera. I talked to Larry Smith. I don't know Larry Smith is actually a girl. She's actually with Schneider right now, and me and her talked, and she had me, and I told her, I said I'm having my old company's name, and I said I'm having a Larry Smith old company name moment, and she said run, don't walk. I said, girl, you ain't gotta tell me. Yeah, I don't like it. And then the other thing they didn't do in here, they didn't give us any curtains in the front, so I actually went and purchased a $40 frame temporary curtain that I Velcro up here because it's too claustrophobic in the back, but it also blocks off the camera while I'm getting dressed at night. So, you know, I can't. I was like, this is insanity. And then on top of that, the interior of the truck, like I said, there's stuff falling apart in 2019. $760 a week and something's falling apart. That's crazy. Yeah, Chuck the Trip Reaper, that's what I'm doing. I already know that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I've already, JJ Gaming and me are going to be at the same place. And he's already referred me somewhere. So exactly what I'm doing. I already called my dad and said, see you in a little bit. And I need to check on him anyway. Grumpy Smurf. Y'all, that ninja right there. Grumpy Smurf is a hot little brother. Him and his brother. Oh, my dad. He would get mad at me. I said, hi, I saw your brother on TV. I saw your brother Trump on TV. You two little grown-ass little boys. Two grown-ass little boys. Grumpy Smurf is a girl. What I need to do is probably try to do a live with me and him. I'm trying to get his ass to go eat with me. Hot mess. He's a hot mess. In the other video where I had him, y'all don't know how to cut it because he had pulled his pants down and was playing with his, doing jelly with his stomach. And you got to see all his insulin holes on his. I'm like, bro, you know I'm filming you right now? Oh, yeah. He crazy ninja. Both my biological parents crazy as hell. One of them, I don't even deal with her. She's so crazy. My mom was a hot ass. I don't even deal with her. Whew. My parents are a hot ass mess. And that's why I be trying to tell people in these companies, like, y'all, I come from two assholes. I inherited naturally. So if you become an asshole with me, all of a sudden the spirits of the other assholes just rise the hell up. I'm trying to let Jesus control me, but y'all, I'm gonna do like my aunt used to say, they gonna make me lay my religion down. But y'all about to make me lay my religion down. I see the sister in Iowa, I had to lay my religion down. And I'm sorry, for those of you who are not African American who may watch this, it's hard for black people when we work just with just straight white folks. It is, and I understand she's trying to meet numbers and probably trying to prove herself, and she might be the only one up in that damn office. I feel sorry for her. But I can't play the game with you. I can't. And I won't. And after talking to her boss, it told me everything I needed to know, and I was like, oh, okay. That's why I knew by how everything went that day. It was out. 2 and 2. Peace and more peace. Because Shannon gonna have peace in her Middle East. I'm gonna say this. You can make good money here at this place. If you want to run like that, I don't think it's a bad place. Again, this one probably better than the last one because their equipment is actually impeccable. Their trailers, gorgeous. Look, 42,000-pound load. I put it in low gear and just rolled it all nice without a lot of work. My last company, I'm out there spraying the landing gear. I'm up there trying to what I call bust the rust. One of the little skinny Nigerian girl, she couldn't get the Shannon. How you get it to go like that? Cause she see me just huffing and puffing until you heard pop. Why it pop? You see all the rust on that shit? That's why the hell it pop. It's rusty. So, and I know I've still got the cough, but the stuff that was coming up is not yellow anymore, so that's good. Story, and then put comments below what you would do. But what I'm gonna say is I talked to JC Elect Jose, who's on here, and he's the one who referred me to his friend who works here. And I told him what was going on, and he said, F him. And I told him, and we talked about it, he says, you know, money is what inspires him, and that's what inspires a lot of truckers. For me, money yes, money no. I need the balance, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, but it can't be a lot of drama. And when you got too many red flags going on, especially with safety issues, it's a safety issue. Bill went straight off. He called me this morning giving me the quotes of the number 395.3 in the green book. Next time a driver manager tell you that bullshit about hours of service, you quote to her that, and then you call your effing safety department. Bill was hot. Trucker Bill. He called me. I said, this thing. He called me. Oh, Miss Tasha, hope you feel good. This has actually lasted a while, but it's because I've just been self-medicating. And I wasn't, for a while, I didn't medicate. And I think it was longer, and then I got in a cold. Another reason why I was at a Love's where I could have got a shower, but I was in that polar vortex, and some said, no, just alcohol rub down, because I would have had to walk all the way across the yard into the Love's, all the way back to the truck, and I'm good. Yeah, I hope you do feel better, because this stuff is a mess. I'm feeling better. It's just I still have some. It can have that Oklahoma company. That truck was immaculate. 17 miles, 2019, and it wasn't just one. And then you'll try to place it on one. No, that's how you run your business. There's a problem with that. When you interrupt the driver's sleep, then you're putting driver there. Okay. This company, I hadn't really seen a lot of their drivers. I saw that their equipment was nice. The guy that I talked to, he's dedicated, so he runs the same thing all the time. So he's not going to have the issues of an OTR driver. But when you're OTR and you want to take a 34-hour reset, there should be no ifs, ands, or buts. And the way they want to run, they want to recap. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because then what you're telling me is I'm trying to fit my laundry and all that into my sleeper berth time. That's what you're really telling me. And that's wrong. It's wrong altogether. And it's not a game that I play. Not a game that the kid plays. But like I said, they can do what they want to do. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting the kid. The kid is okay. And they have an influx of people coming in right now because they do have a walkaway lease at 99 cents per mile. That graduated scale goes from $1 to $3, and people are willing to put up with the BS. Some people are. Some people will put up with that, and some people, that's what they want. If you like it, I love it for you. You know, it's not for me. And I got to do Chapter 7 for old debt, but I don't have a lot of bills. So what my goals are now, my goals are to buy property in Texas, most likely Texas because it's cheap. Put me a tiny house on it. Have me a garden. Give me a couple of dogs. I want to buy an RV so I can travel around, and I'm done with it. A lot of people are trying to live like the world and trying to live like everybody else. You want this fat car. I'm very simple. I do want a nice truck, though. I want a truck. I want a good truck that can pull my RV. There are nice things I like. Like I would love to have an Airstream. That would be my dream RV. Excuse me, y'all. But at the end of the day, to me, doing this kind of work, you can't be stressed out, and I gotta have some level of happiness. I don't want you I don't want to be on the phone with you. If I'm on the phone a lot, I might as well go back to a call center job, either doing management or entry level. And that's not, I don't want to do that. I don't, Lord, this guy can't parallel park the bus. He trying to, y'all, hold on, I'm gonna turn it around. I'll park the job to you. Do y'all see how much room is up there? And he couldn't parallel park that. How can you not know how to parallel? If you can't parallel park a bobtail, can you parallel park a car? I'm just saying. Anyway, so it's like a dry cough right now. It's the cheapest way to go. If anything, okay, let's y'all go talk about some other stuff. It's gonna be about. I'm gonna be done after this though. If anything that we should just learn as a country and as people in this country, you don't want to be relying upon our government for crap. For those people that want to live on welfare, and I'm saying there's some I know who need it. But the people, I got family members who they've made it a career to live on welfare. They just don't want to work. For those who don't want to work, you live on the system and live in government housing, you just got one of the best lessons on why that's not a good idea. And why you need to go pay cash for your shiznit, okay? Why you need to grow your own damn vegetables, have you a stash of food. That ninja was on TV, him and his other crazy ass cronies telling people to go to the grocery store and work out a deal to get food because they ain't paid government workers for damn near a month. How many of y'all can go without paying your rent for a couple of weeks and not be sitting on the damn street? And if you got kids to feed, you have people who were sick and needed medicine, and they ain't got a check to pay it. If anything you learn from that, buy your shit, get you something paid for, don't rent nothing. And then that way you can walk out of your house if you ain't got no money and take your food inside and cook something. Get you some chickens. I'm at a whole nother place. Y'all have no idea. See, 50 years that I've been through some stuff. I went through gentrification. I lived in this cute little apartment. I was paying about $500 a month. That's it. It looks real cheap. Owner sold it. They kicked everybody in the complex out and bumped that rent to $1,400 a month. They put some lipstick on the pig that's called painted. Put up a new sign. Went inside, changed a few things. Put some new appliances in. Put some new tile in. Same apartment complex. Same bones. It went for $500, $1,400 a month. Kicked us all out. That taught me I need to buy my own stuff. I don't like rent. I've owned homes before. I hit hard times during the crash. But because of what I did have saved, I got through the crash without ever sleeping on a street corner. Without ever sleeping in a car. And I'm not judging anybody who's had to, because Lord knows I was close to that door. We just don't get real. You know, I went and rented a room, stayed with family. I rented a room from a friend. I had a little money, was able to pay for food. I had a job. But I'm going to tell you, that economic crash, I got hit just like a lot of other people. Had to walk away from properties and houses and a lot of money lost. A lot of money. A lot of money. Buy it, pay cash for it, own it. Don't be in no loans. Don't be dirt cheap. Where can I buy land cheap that's gonna be half decent that I'm gonna like? I know I can buy dirt cheap in Texas. Texas got a lot of land. You can buy a lot of land for cheap. Acreage for cheap. Got plots in a place called Spur, $500 a lot. They allow tiny homes. It's one of the little cities I'm looking at. It's not the top city I want, but I'm looking at them. I would like to be up a little bit more, but I'm buying where it's cheap. I'm gonna get me a tiny. I already got the kit I want built, $14,000. Have somebody come in and do the. Hey, Tizoni, y'all better get on the page. If you ain't learned nothing from that crap this ninja did with that government shutdown, and he crazy as hell, little boy Trump, y'all might learn that. And I'm sorry, if you're a supporter, you're a supporter. I believe he's supposed to be there. I think he's a wake-up call to us. He's a wake-up call to how we're so government dependent. He's a wake-up call to us on a moral level. He's a wake-up call. I believe God put him right there to wake the hell up. He's a wake-up call because a lot of us was living and not realizing that discriminatory attitudes was in full effect. We so worried about materialism, we didn't even realize how discriminatory things were in America. We got comfortable. Man, my soapbox. But yeah, y'all, bye y'all. Pay cash. Pay cash. I'm gonna do some investing, but I'll be investing in some gold coins as well, because I believe gold and silver. Because I believe if our money collapses, you're gonna need something to trade with. I'm just saying. I know y'all think that's extreme, but I'm telling you, my financial background and some of the stuff I'm saying, we gonna have a problem. It's coming, and when it comes, that last little crash we gonna have, it wasn't nothing. What they call the depression, that ain't gonna be nothing. This next crash we gonna have, that's gonna be some shit for your ass. It's gonna be telling you don't rent shit. If you're in a rent, try to get out of it as soon as you can. Go buy you something, and try not to do mortgage. If you can, go try to buy a house. If you do mortgage, make sure you have that stuff paid off within 4 years. And you be best off to do like me and Miss Tasha talking about, get yourself a mobile home or a tiny home or a kit, do whatever you can. Pay cash. And if y'all don't know about homesteading, hit me up. I'm part of homestead groups, and I'm a believer in homesteading. That's my goal, is to homestead. I won't be able to pull my truck up on there, because once I come out of trucking, I'm gonna pull my RV up on there until I get everything else done. Like if you watch Indiana Jack, that's what he did when he was with Knight. He goes to another trucking company, he told that RV wherever he gonna go park it. Like he's not getting ready to work in the offices, he told his RV back to Cali. He gonna be working for Travel Local in the offices. Okay. And he got something to live in. Take it with him. Y'all know like I know. That's a damn good idea. And if you done lived in this small ass back of this, you can live in an RV. And it'd be decent. At least you got a toilet and a shower in there while you're playing, and a kitchen. Anyway, y'all, it's been an hour. If y'all, those of you who watch this later on, please make sure if you're not subscribed, subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up, and put the comments below on what you would do. And to those of you who gave the peace sign, that is what I'm doing. I will give you more details on the peace sign later. And if you're coming in to lease purchase, always try to make, you can do the peace sign. Y'all see Grumpy Smurf next week. I already called him, and I will let y'all know the next things that'll be happening here next week. But I already have something lined up. Anyway, peace, joy, love, happiness, and I'll be hollering at y'all. My next live, I'll probably do a live when I get to Texas or on my way there. Peace.